Hi, I'm Freddie Schroeder. I'm a soap scum fighter, and I have been in this business since 1965, and you might say that I have a real passion for this business. Why? Why do I have a passion for this business? Because I care for God's earth, and I also was raised on a farm where we had a septic tank. We were always told, don't use too much toilet paper, because the toilet paper was what was thought to be the culprit that plugged up the septic tank. Because in the 1940s, after the World War, my parents started buying these wonderful new products from the store. Detergent, petroleum-based, synthetic detergents. Little did they know that they were killing the friendly bacteria that was in the septic tank, that was decomposing the waste and letting it go back to liquid so that it could be absorbed into the soil. Okay, so in 1965, my cousin started using these products, and my mother went to a program, and she bought one bar, 39 cents, of an antiseptic soap, and that bar had all of the excess of air and moisture pressed out of it, and it was to get rid of pig odor. My dad was a pig farmer. He had lots of pig odor on his hands. My mother was impressed that these products were biodegradable, that they would break down and go down the drain pipes without leaving any soap scum, and that they would not leave any harmful chemicals into the septic tank or into the ground. And so she started using these products. The 39-cent bar of soap did take the pig odor off of Dad's hand. You can imagine how much my mother appreciated not having her husband around the house with pig odor smelling hands. Okay, why do I tell you these things? Because I was educated to be a teacher. And had I been a teacher, I would have loved my classes. I would have had a very successful career. But the more I saw these products, and the more I saw that people were actually, in my opinion, being ripped off by buying products in the store that had chemicals in them, ingredients that would ruin their surface, be caustic, build up in their drain pipes, wear out their clothes, and that. And I just wish that I could have all of the time to communicate the different benefits that have come from using these products through the years. Yes, it looked like the price was expensive, but I listened and watched and experimented and found out that you use so much less of these products. You do not need to use a lot of the product to get the effects. Another thing, I can skip around. I will skip around. I mean, I used to always have to have a sewing machine. Why? To sew up rips. And then I would be getting out my needle and thread, and I would be sewing buttons on. Well, I have noticed that I have not done these things for years and years. I wonder why. Well, I know why. And I do have a longer 30-minute program, and it's more detail on the products and that. And this is just going to be an introductory thing, and it's kind of a testimony as to why I want to share information that will save you a lot of dollars, and it will also have your clothes lasting longer. I have a skirt that I wore over 20 years ago, and it has an elastic top. Can you believe that the elastic is still strong and the colors are still bright? And I love that skirt. I wore that skirt. I washed that skirt. It still looks like brand new. Maybe I don't want to wear the same skirt forever and ever. Maybe you don't want to have the same clothes forever and ever. But you will find somebody that will appreciate buying used clothes at a good price that saves them money, or you can even give them away and feel good about it. Now about that button and about those seams. We found out that the products do not deteriorate fabrics, nor do they deteriorate the threads. a little demonstration here is that these are little baggies and I have lint in them. This is the amount of lint that came from a load of colored clothes that one of my granddaughter's friends did when she came to live with her and had not had a wash machine to use, washed her clothes. This is her amount of lint. A little later on, my granddaughter, she did her laundry in that same machine. This is her amount of lint. This is broken fibers. This is clothes wearing out. This is lint that will build up in the dryer vent, can cause fires. This is the lint that in our condo complex, they have to come around periodically and clean out people's filters. This costs money. This costs homeowner fees because there is this lint that can become a fire danger. That also is wearing out clothes. That same girl had a load of white laundry. Now this is much less fluffy because it's been passed around, it's been pinched and pinched, but this is the light white clothes, and this was my granddaughter Keely's white, and we had a little bit of color in there, so there's much less lint. Then another thing is that these products, they rinse free. Here is a drain pipe. This drain pipe had to be replaced. It was in the kitchen. It had to be replaced because there is a crack in the pipe. You can see here is soap scum has been in there because there's some white. But you can feel this. It is smooth. The plumber said he had never seen such a clean pipe. This is a result of this customer using Amway products in her kitchen. She used the dishwashing tablets. She used the dish drops. She used the LOC for cleaning hands and cleaning fruits and vegetables. Any cleaner that she used for washing hands or anything that went down that sink was an Amway product, and it cleaned those drains. This is what my mother noticed too, is that actually her drains clogged. And when I talk about clogged, I'm going to tell you some other stories because she was sharp enough to know that that was because the Amway products were working so good, so well, that they cleaned the drain pipe and that soap scum went down in their filter, and when the hired man took the pipe out, it was full of soap sludge in the lower part of the pipe. They cleaned that out, never had a problem since. Another thing that just left a big impression on me is that my parents, from their septic tank, had a drainage area, and it smelled like sewer. It was stinky, it was black, it was clabbery, it's like grease. And my mom had my dad put a fence around the yard so us kids wouldn't get back into that area. Once they started using the Amway products, they moved that drainage area, and never after that, while she was living there and using Amway products, did they have that black sludgy stuff. In fact, grass grew there because there was, it was like the products here, the Amway products were like enriching the soil, and there was no clabberness, there was just wet ground. And so then she had a garden right near that area. Well, the nutrients were gone out of the soil, and so she had Dad plow her garden out by the tank house and the tenant house where they had another windmill, so that her garden could be in an area that had nutrients in it that had not been destroyed by synthetic detergents. Knowing that and going to the programs and learning more about these products and about the economicness of them. Not only were they not ruining the clothes and underwear and things like that did not have to be replaced, and the elastic did not deteriorate. And I told you about my skirt. Now I'm going to show you, this is a piece of underwear, and I took the elastic off of it, and you can see that it has the full strength. It still has all of its stretch left in it. Another thing that impresses me about these products is they're non-corrosive. Here is a piece of steel wool, and this is in the Amway laundry detergent. And steel wool will rust in water. You see, this is actually prevented corrosion. So these products, using these products will help prevent corrosion in your washer and in your dishwasher and any surfaces that you are cleaning with them, toilets, sinks. If you could only see, this is a sink, and you can see that this faucet area is really, really eaten up. And that's eaten up, that corrosion, by some of the cleaning products that were available in the store that this customer bought. This picture is not clear to you either, I'm sure, but it is a drain. This sink, I brushed my teeth in it, and it was at a care center. You know, after a medical type care center, everything's supposed to be clean and neat, and here you brush your teeth and there's all that water left in the drain because this nation has a soap scum problem. That is the reason why I'm doing this video. This is the reason I'm trying to get the message out, because when you use Amway products, you are not going to have that soap scum. Okay, I have to say a little bit more about every home that we lived in.